Okay, hi, another time, Villa del Cine family. Uh, we are here now with David Rapp, the director from KURSAAL.
Hi, can you hear me? Ciao.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Fine, and you?
I don't, fine, fine. I don't know if I'm asking your name correctly. Is David?
It's
David?
Davide, actually. It's Italian, so it's
Davide.
Davide. Yeah,
Davide. Ah, okay. Davide Rapp.
rap. Yes, it's correct.
Okay. Well, Davide, I want to start asking about you, about who is Davide, why you are exploring the VR.
Yes, well, I will define myself a director, a movie director. Kursal is actually my second 360-degree movie, actually, because back in 2021, I did another piece titled Monte Gelato that was in competition in Venice in the section related with VR stuff. Well, actually, I'm a movie director, so from my point of view, VR is only another tool that I can use in order to tell stories. And well, I like to, in this piece and also in Monte Gelato, the other piece, I want to create something that deal both with the old-fashioned cinema, what we can consider cinema in the past time, and a new frontier, a new kind, a new way of producing movies for an headset like Oculus or stuff, something like that.
Okay, it's VR is like a tool, uh,
Yeah.
a way. Okay, so I want to ask you, uh, what's Kursal about?
Yes, well, Kursal is a short documentary. Actually, it started from an art residency that I've done in Luxembourg 1 year ago. In this small but nice place called Rumelange. It's a very small city in which there is this movie theater that is named Kursal, as the title of my movie. And
Yeah.
I found out that this movie theater is the oldest movie theater in Luxembourg. It opened at the in 1911, so more than 100 years ago. And the interesting fact is that the family that owned the cinema is always the same. Nowadays, Raymond Massard, which is the owner of this movie theater, is the grandson of the first man that ran that movie theater. So to me, it was interesting to learn more about this movie theater, to learn more about the family which is behind the cinema, and on the other side, of course, working with a movie theater that is 1 century old means to deal with all the different kind of problem that cinema had to deal with in the past century. So all the different kind of crises, even the last one, the COVID situation, the crisis, uh, meant something for all the movie theaters worldwide. But I would say in this specific situation, it was interesting for me to understand how this movie theater um, changed in the past years.
Okay, it's interesting. It's by generations in the theater, no? Um,
Yeah,
and it's a survivor. The theater. He survives World War II and
yeah,
was reading the description. Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. What is interesting is that back in the 40s, actually, it was one of the few buildings in Rue Melange that weren't destroyed by the bombs.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting why the building survived, because of course, as you know, back in the days, film were very flammable, and so they somehow fixed the movie theater in order to be fireproof. And for this reason, the structure of the building remained despite the bombing and the war. And so for this reason, it's a very, I would say, iconic building in that town, because it's one of the
Yes.
oldest building. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Finally, I want to ask you, what challenges arise when you making VR?
Well, there are so many challenges, I have to say. It's not easy at all. Basically, because, for example, if you, I don't know, if you do a movie right now, for example, if you film something for an headset, probably in 6 months, the workflow that you follow in order to produce your piece will be different. And in 1 year it will be completely different. So one challenge is the fact that the technology in itself is always changing, so you always have to be updated according to the different filming devices or plugins or software that you can use. And this is related with the technology. On the other side, the main challenge, I would say, it's related with the storytelling, how you want to use this tool in order to tell a story. So you have to learn some basic rules. It's not like the old-fashioned cinema in which more or less everybody knows the rules. In VR, you have a different kind of environment, so basically you have to invent your own rules. And this is a challenge, but it also the interesting thing to work with.
Yeah, it's a new world technique.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
with
is.
okay, and if you have to give an advice to other people to want to do VR, what would you say?
Well, nowadays there are. I mean, if we are speaking about a 360 degree movie, so something that you can film, not speaking about computer graphic animation. And I will say, if we speak about movies in VR, I think that I will. I mean, I will give this advice. Now you can buy a very cheap 360-degree camera that let you film more or less everything. There are many action cameras that are able to do what you want, and then just experiment. You can start filming outside or different places. Basically, you have to try, make mistakes, retry again, make other mistakes, and then maybe you will create a piece and send it to festival like yours or other festivals. Because the interesting thing is that now a lot of different festivals worldwide, big festivals, small festivals, they have their own VR section. So it means that there is a lot of interest in this kind of films. So why not?
Okay, interesting. Finally, Davide,
Yeah,
uh,
David.
Davide.
Yes.
Okay, finally, David. Something you want to say to the people in festival who is seeing your uh, your your shirt?
My,
I don't know how, your
yeah.
material.
Well, I don't want to say too much about the content of the film, but I will say that if they like the movie, if they like it, I would like them to try to keep in touch, to contact me somehow with Instagram or Facebook or stuff like that, because I really would like to have feedbacks, a feedback
Okay.
from the audience, so they have to they can discover my piece by themselves. It's a documentary. I think that they have to enjoy it as it is without any other words, but I will really appreciate if I could have a feedback from them.
Okay. Do you have some social network where we can find you?
Yeah, sure. On Instagram at Davide Rap, which is my name and surname. It's my profile. So if anyone
Okay.
want to share thoughts, impression, or stuff like that, feel free to contact me there.
Okay, Davide, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And that's all for today.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for your
Bye.
time. Thank you. Bye. Have a good
Ciao.
day.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao from Italia.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
¿Nos podrías comentar un poquito de la charla en español?
¿Cómo, cómo?
¿Nos podrías comentar un poquito de la charla en español, como la idea general?
Ah, lo que hablamos.
Sí. Sí, como una idea general más que todo.
No, pues le pregunté, le dije que me hablara de él, de quién era él y por qué estaba ahorita haciendo VR. Me dijo que realmente era su segundo proyecto y que sencillamente para él hacer VR era un otro camino para hacer cine, una herramienta para crear historias. Y nada, después le pregunté qué retos se le presentaban en el camino y me dijo que realmente bastantes porque era como un mundo muy nuevo y hay como muchas herramientas a su disposición. Y por último, le dije que si tenía algún consejo que darle a alguna persona que quisiera realizar VR, y dijo que intentar, por lo mismo que es un mundo nuevo que realmente no ha sido muy explorado, entonces prueba y fallo y algo tendrá que salir de ahí. Y, y ya, eso fue todo.
Bueno, listo. Muchas gracias, Esteban. Y bueno, seguiremos
¿Listo?
viéndonos en más lives. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
Ok, hasta luego.